Assalamu alaikum ji. Welcome back to another episode of Kya Kahega Kazi. My guest today was Taha ji. Taha ji is a singer, songwriter, music producer. We get to speaking about the artist's plight in Pakistan, about singers and concerts and how else to productivize their music, their art, themselves, about the fitness industry and music industry in Pakistan and how they coalesce to form whatever idols or artists we see or whatever renditions of theirs we see, and about pursuing your dreams and anchoring yourself against the torrents of the existential abyss or the existential vacuum and mental health. Enjoy. Three, two, one. Taha ji, how you doing, Taha?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
You like my hoodie?
मजा नहीं है.
मजा नहीं है?
ये
मतलब काफी अच्छी है. क्या हो गया? क्या मतलब इस बात का?
No, I think it's great. Looks great on you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, मतलब
Color suits you.
Dude, yeah, it's but like yeah, I think someone really intelligent designed it. I think that's what it is.
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah, yes.
No, the artwork was made by someone else though. Not me.
So could someone, and I wasn't talking about you.
Hey.
Why did you? We were talking about Genie, which is a local Levi's manufacturer.
Levi's jeans manufacturer.
लंबा देना ना एक मिनट Red Bull पीना था. वो अपना it's a local denim manufacturer और अच्छी खासी discrepancy here between the prices between Levi,
100%.
somewhere like Levi's and Genie, and we were speaking about how the local manufacturing scene and the local creation scene generally is coming up, and obviously music as well. So what do you say about Genie? You're wearing a Genie too?
I am repping them, man.
Damn,
Repping them.
Yeah.
Always. I'm repping them. Always.
Always Genie?
Perform करता हूँ तो Genie में करता हूँ.
Really?
Music video में Genie आती है. अब हर जगह Genie है, bro. Genie. I think they're gonna be the first brand to sponsor me.
Dude, you and me both, right?
Oh yes. Oh yeah, he's wearing Genie too.
Genie.
Yeah, last episode had Genie sponsor.
We were also speaking about how all of a sudden. So I've only heard two of your songs.
Yeah.
Love them. Do Pal.
गलत बात है यार.
गलत बात नहीं, मेरी बात सुनो ना. Do Pal and Man Mein Tu. Right? Brilliant music. And now I just heard Galib, which is the third song, which is, you're saying it's lyrically the most intense or the heaviest song that you've made.
100% like the Urdu.
Acha, full Khalis.
Khalis Urdu.
Khalis
Not
Urdu.
full Khalis, but half Khalis.
Half Khalis Urdu. Half Khalis Urdu. Galib
पहले quarter Khalis थी तो अब मैंने half Khalis.
Half Khalis. चलो ठीक है, half Khalis is good enough. What do you say to the rise of desi music consumption all of a sudden? Spotify का game है, क्या scene है?
Yeah, Spotify का तो game है, but like Spotify came like 2 weeks ago. I think it's been only 2 weeks. उससे पहले लेकिन एकदम से, you know, like these concerts started happening छोटे मोटे, and like I feel like people, the music that's coming out, let's say Hassan Rahim, Manu, me, we're like, you know, blending that Western approach
Sure, yeah.
and bringing a desi touch to it.
Yeah,
Like we're using English in our songs, we're using Urdu in our songs, like Minglish हो रही है.
Yeah.
And beats are like जो poppy beats हैं जो बाहर चल रही हैं, right? R&B as well. So I feel like people, like, we're done with that classical side of music. People aren't done generally,
Sure.
like the new generations.
Bro, वो वाले थोड़े ना, मेरे ख्याल में वो वाले boys, all respect and love to them, वो थोड़े exclusive थे. You know, you had to put in 15 years and then you were classically trained or whatever.
Yeah.
You guys come in, you're like, well, we are making good music, and it's catchy and it's popping and you know, people want to consume it, so they're consuming it. तो मतलब इसमें कोई scene, हाँ, but I suppose it's just good music, and also I guess you have better means of production क्योंकि अच्छा सही बिल्कुल जी लिमिटेड एडिशन. लेकिन वो जो है आपका, you were telling me कि the way you produce music now is very different. So for instance, you collabed with Manu on Do Pal. How did that happen? Like, because this is very interesting because अभी तक लोगों के दिमाग में वही है कि यार एक स्टूडियो होता है, record label होता है, उसका स्टूडियो होता है, सब एक ही शहर में आते हैं, आके बनाते हैं और फिर वो म्यूजिक बनता है. How did you do yours?
Yeah, so basically, like, I produce music, right? Like, I've been producing for like about 3 years now. Like, pehle I was trash at it, but got better at it, right?
Sure.
Over the years.
Sure, okay.
So Manu and me have worked on a song before, like by myself.
Okay.
And so I had this beat, I made this beat. I had my own melody on it as well, like a separate melody, not the Do Pal wali, you know, vocal melody. Like, dekho Do Pal, not that one. And I sent it to Manu. I'm like, yeah, ye dekho. He's like, yeah, ruko tum मुझे एक melody बना दे दो. I'm like, go for it, chalo, try it. A few weeks later, he sent me back, you know, his part. He's like, क्या कहते हो? I'm down, dude. Let's do it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I sent him a beat. He made lyrics on top of it. I wrote my part, and he recorded it.
Yeah.
He sent it over.
Yeah.
I brought it together, got it mixed.
Yeah.
Release.
But this is what's ridiculous, right? Now, Dopal is one of the better songs coming out of Pakistan period. मतलब इसमें Coke Studio, Vilo, सब कुछ मुझे लगता है शामिल है. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying ना मुझे मेरा क्या जा रहा है? I have no skin in this game. मतलब good music is good music to me, right? लेकिन it's still mind blasting the way you guys the way you guys are doing it, right? Because you're telling me at no point in time were you in the same city even. Music video के लिए शायद हो गए तो हो गए लेकिन उसकी तो वीडियो भी नहीं बनी.
Music video नहीं बनाई. Like no, we were never in the same city when we were making this song.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Corona times, man. We were all at home.
But at the same time, मतलब आप ये सोचो ना कि even 10 साल ago, right? Even 10 years ago, the factors of production that would be lauded over people like yourself, artists like yourself, कि यार बात सुनो इंसान की तरह बात करो नहीं तो नहीं होगा गाना नहीं प्रोड्यूस नहीं होगा फिनिश नहीं होगा मिक्स नहीं होगा जो भी होगा. Now all of a sudden with the proliferation of digital content creation technologies, you could just do that. You don't even have to be in the same city. Nothing, dude.
You could be in a different country, dude. Like कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Like you know everything's so digital. Plus पहले it was so hard for musicians to record as well. They had to practice for hours before they got into a studio because like tapes पे हो रहा होता था record.
सही.
And you know like you don't have like a margin for error in that because the money that's being spent for booking those studios.
Yeah.
And everything was very analog. उसका भी लेकिन अलग feel है.
सही of
like
course.
that's why we still like that old kind of music. You know touch जो आता है तो आजकल people actually do that with like virtual tape machines and stuff. Okay. I don't know if you've heard of that. Obviously, I'm sure you haven't. But like, we still try to bring that in.
हाँ.
But
ऐसे
like,
obviously क्यों बोला? मैं जाए लूँ?
यार.
हाँ? क्या?
मैंने बोला यार आपके पास और musicians आए हैं तो उन्हें बताया होगा आपको शायद यार मुझे क्या पता यार.
सही.
I assumed. Sorry, that is wrong.
You गलत किया आपने.
Assumptions.
लेकिन so speak to me. So you were saying the first couple of years you were actually trash. Speak to me about that because I know your sisters and they're both very well accomplished, mashallah, say established and everything. When you go to your parents and you're like, man, music करनी है. What's the response and how do you deal with it? Because you're how old are you right now? You're 24.
I'm 25 now.
25 now, okay.
22 आकाश यार अल्लाह.
चलो ठीक है ना क्या?
बना दो फिर से.
नहीं क्या हो गया bro? सही है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
नहीं मैं अपनी डेट चेंज कराऊंगा 22 कर दूं हो जाऊंगा मैं. अगले साल अगले
शो में बोलने की क्या जरूरत थी?
सोचा नहीं आप बोल दिया यार कोई नहीं.
ठीक है बोल दिया अल्लाह रहम करे.
नहीं but yeah parents like straight up like you know like let's be honest like यहाँ जब आप उस वक्त at least अब क्योंकि scene बेहतर हो गया and everyone sees it to be honest like parents do see it now but like initially यही होता था ना कि मतलब यार कोई पाकिस्तान में क्या है म्यूजिक का सीन you know like
नहीं था bro.
आपके पास 3-4 लोग हैं who are at the top राहत आतिफ you know or the people in Coke Studio basically classical singers का ये है लेकिन अभी जो new wave आई है musicians की and like everyone you know like we vibe with them like you me anyone else like our age are like under 30s even above 30s to be honest. Sure. But like obviously initially they were just like क्या कर रहे हो मतलब डिग्री खत्म करो पढ़ाई करो जॉब ढूंढो you know like पैसे कमाओ इस तरह थोड़ी घर चलता है क्या हो गया इससे कुछ नहीं होगा इसको साइड पे रखो हॉबी रखो इसको काम पे जाओ काम से वापस आके फिर कर सकता है बंदा लेकिन नहीं कर सकता बंदा
नहीं ब्रो no it's too much work
नहीं कर सकता बंदा honestly speaking like जितना especially for me because like for me I don't know the music knowledge like knowledge जो होती है ना it's a science itself music as well and I don't have the complete knowledge and like मेरे लिए ये था I was starting off scratch अब मुझे एक कोड बजाना आता था खाली उस पे मैंने at least 10 गाने लिखे थे C की में which is like the most basic key
sure
and उसमें मैंने समझो मतलब like 10 पहली एल्बम मेरी उसी की में थी
सही
and like all the songs sounded the same right but like as I practiced as I produced more music wrote more songs I got to learn अच्छा यार ये भी हो सकता है वो भी हो सकता है and evolution आई मेरे music में and my parents started seeing that people they started seeing कि oh people are interested you know like people are following him because उनके सामने भी 2-3 दफ़ा हुआ था you know कि people come and appreciate me
yeah sure okay
so with time when they saw that my music got better I'm not gonna lie, man. My first 10 songs were trash.
You're trash? Should I even bother going back? No.
मैं हटा दिया गाने.
अच्छा हटा दिए?
हाँ, लेकिन शायद लगाऊंगा वापस देखते हैं.
चलो.
देखते हैं. People should see my evolution.
Dude, yeah. I think they'll have something to compare it to.
Might motivate them.
Yeah, sure.
They go like अच्छा यार ये बंदा भी मतलब.
हाँ, ये भी कुछ कर रहा है काम तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. But bro, again वही वाली बात है ना, even with your वालिदैन. Would you agree then if I said कि यार actually they just wanted a proof of concept?
Yeah,
you
you
were
know,
claiming
like,
something, right?
yeah.
You were like कि भाई मैं ये music करूँगा,
Yeah.
and they're just like भाई कैसे करोगे? आपने बोला ऐसे करूँगा, फिर गाना बनाया ऐसे कैसे?
ऐसे कैसे ऐसे
That's
कैसे
so
was
cheap, dude.
that?
Dad joke. Fucking dad joke.
Did you think of that like 3 days prior
No,
to
dude.
this?
No, just came to me. मतलब बस क्या करूँ मैं?
क्या
That's
बात
what
है,
it
witty
is.
man.
That's what I am. Witty. But when you start showing them proof of concept, they're like, okay, chill.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's
No, I do get their point of view as well, right? Like they're just looking out for their son.
of course.
You know, and initially when they're listening to go like me go like you know, they're like, bro, you know, like I like
शायद
the
कुछ
I like the confidence, but right, calm down, bro.
शायद कुछ और कर लो.
शायद you know,
शायद
like
कुछ और
इसको रखो साइड पे हम मजे के लिए.
Yeah. But I have said this before. Now, technically, अब आप 25 साल के हो. Are you a millennial or are you Gen Z?
दोनों बना दो यार.
Nah, bro. But मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ क्यों. क्योंकि so him and me, Shan Pracha is in the studio as well. So Shan and me definitely millennials, right?
Okay.
And so we are very much inclined to adhere to the imperatives set on us by parents.
Yeah.
Extended family, society, हर कोई हमें हर किसी की validation चाहिए थी. So if you're Gen Z or Gen Z, जो भी Manu's definitely Gen Z.
He is, yeah.
Hassan Rahim, I think, is also Gen Z.
I think so.
Right?
as well.
And so you are too, right? You guys came up watching us and you're just like, अबे ये तो कुछ भी करके खुश नहीं कर सक रहे अपने लोगों को. There's no way they can catch a break. There's no validation for them.
Yeah.
So then let's just do our own thing, dude.
Yeah.
Let's just not be apologetic. So was there some of that? Like,
Yeah, so I feel like we were like the bridge between millennials and Gen Z. Like I feel like we have both, like you know, like qualities in us.
okay.
Like part of us, like because मेरे जितने around लोग हैं,
Uh-huh.
none of them have done this, right? Like gone out of their way to do something they want to do
Sure.
that would make them happy
Sure.
and something that they're really passionate about, right?
Sure, yeah.
Like, but part of them wants to do it as well.
Of course.
Like,
Of
but
course, yeah.
for you guys, like now, like you know, hats off to you that you're doing this.
Oh, the podcast. Yeah, हाँ यार.
hats off to you, man. But
Allah
like,
रहम करेगा.
people your age, I've seen they don't go for their dreams. You know,
No,
like
bro.
they've given up on it. Like
Yeah.
हमारे उसमें फिर भी थोड़ी हमारे अंदर है चुल है थोड़ी
Spark है.
थोड़ी चुल है कि नहीं यार करना ही है. So I feel like we're the ones like kind of who set an example for people. Plus we saw the economy how what it is, man. कि scene क्या है. मैंने देखा है खुद अपने सामने लोग जो बाहर से डिग्री लेके आए हैं.
फिर क्या करा? कुछ नहीं, bro.
Like no, there some people didn't find jobs for a while,
Yeah,
and some
yeah.
people did find jobs,
Yeah.
but like aren't happy, man. Like
Bro, the 9 to 5 existence is a very insidious thing, na? क्योंकि that's where dreams
because it's
go
not
to
9
die.
to 5. It's
No,
9 to 7.
It's 9 to
8.
7 or 9 to 9 and they own you, right?
Yeah.
If someone's paying you, they own you.
Yeah.
और वही वाली बात है कि you need multiple sources of passive income. ये सब चीजें तो without a doubt, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
And all jokes aside, like you creating your own merch is an excellent example of exactly that. You want to be financially liberated.
100%.
You don't want to be beholden to anyone, not even brands. We're talking about Genie, and I'm sure the people at Genie are wonderful, right? But even them, you don't want to be beholden to anyone because that's just no way to live, na?
Yeah.
Especially as an artist, you want to have the liberty to do what you're going to do.
Yeah.
That's art, no?
Yeah,
That's the
100%.
definition of it.
Yeah.
तो उसमें
Freedom
जब
of speech.
freedom of speech, yeah.
Yeah.
जो मतलब पाकिस्तान है, come on now. लेकिन फिर भी, but still, you know, like आप एक चीज बना रहे हो and brands get to tell you what to do, how to do it, or what have you. मतलब उससे बेहतर यही है कि आप अपने जो है merchandise बनाओ या
Yeah.
music show करो. In terms of making money, what has made you the most amount of money from your music? Concerts?
Yeah, concerts not yet,
No.
but they will be the prime source of
Inshallah.
income.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. But abhi tak, the thing that's made me most money is this.
Is the merchandise?
It's the lovely merch.
Yeah,
right
dude,
there.
that's fucking fantastic. I'm telling you this. मैं आपको ये बोल रहा था पहले भी. And you know, I was only half joking. I would wear this वैसे भी because it's not in your face. Like it doesn't have a big T and a G
Yeah.
on my
Yeah,
chest.
मतलब it's not that.
but ये तो इसका टोपी है.
Shit. मैंने सोचा भी इसको sweatshirt दे दी होती, उस पे तो यही है.
उसमें यही है ना.
उस पे ये
नहीं दी
logo
ना,
है
अच्छा
मेरा.
किया. अच्छा किया नहीं दी, नहीं तो
वो
फिर
भी
मैं
अच्छी है यार, क्या मतलब?
I would have said
वो भी-
something else. I would have been like, yeah, workout के लिए बहुत अच्छी है सब. I would have said, I don't want to talk shit about you
Yeah.
because I understand this struggle and I understand the labor that you've put in.
Yeah.
And Shan जो है ना बस. And yeah, it's all about financial independence at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Why are you up right now? So we're recording at I think 1 बज रहा है सुबह का.
शायद.
हाँ.
शायद.
What's your schedule like?
Changes, man. It honestly keeps changing. Like किसी दिन बहुत नींद आ रही है, मैं सो जाऊंगा 12 बजे यार. मैं सो
Yeah.
जाऊंगा इंसानों की तरह 12 बजे.
Yeah.
लेकिन most of the time it's like I'm up till like, let's say 6 a.m., 7 a.m.
Just producing music.
Yeah, producing music.
Yeah.
And certain days when I want to take time off from my music, I play Warzone, Call of Duty.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Because you need that break
Of
from
course,
music as
dude.
well, right?
Of
Like
course.
you get tired, man. Like constant sounds going into your ears, and then you thinking, oh, अच्छा ये अच्छा लगेगा, इसके
Yeah.
बाद ये अच्छा लगेगा. So
Yeah.
mostly it's like me spending time writing lyrics or making a melody, making chords,
Yeah.
and like
So very 9 to 5 in your approach at least. You do show up to work.
I do.
ऐसा
Every
नहीं
day,
है कि
every day.
ऐसा
every
नहीं
day.
जॉब नहीं है.
ज़रूरी है.
हाँ.
You know, because like once you stop, right? Like once you stop sitting on it, like even if let's say तुमने podcast आज record किया एक,
हाँ.
strength दिखा दी यार.
क्या?
We know you're
Bro
strong,
ये
man.
देखिए ना, मतलब ये होती है
ताकत
ताकत
यार,
दिख रहे हैं आप.
shit.
वर्कआउट करता हूँ मैं.
मेरा बहुत मूड हो रहा था इसको भी करूं, लेकिन उड़ते हुए
हाँ, उड़ते हुए जाती है. हाँ, और आपसे होगा भी नहीं. ताकत चाहिए होती है इसके. तो बस अभी दिखाता हूँ. Just chugs the whole thing.
खत्म करने दो, रुको.
हाँ bro, आराम से करना. It's a monster. It's
Yeah,
not a
no,
Red
that's
Bull.
why I'm taking my
हाँ,
time with
हाँ,
it.
Just relax. हाँ.
Having it like a
Yeah,
beautiful drink.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if you don't, let's say तुमने आज record किया podcast
Yeah.
and then you stop for like a month or so.
Sure.
When you get back to it, right, you're gonna be rusty,
Absolutely.
and you'll feel that.
Of
If no one
course.
else does, you'll feel it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So for me, it's the same with music, right? मैंने बीच में हुआ था. I started working at Ibex अभी recently because
Okay.
I started second guessing my passion.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
क्यों? How? Why?
होता है.
Talk
you know.
about that, though. Talk
Man,
about that.
like, there are phases where, you know, like you're sitting, you're like कुछ हो नहीं रहा, बढ़ नहीं रहा, you know, like following नहीं बढ़ रही.
Bro, goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's serious, right?
Yeah, and you're just like, am I right following this dream? You know, 2 years down the line, am I going to be fucked by this? Or am I going to be in a place where I can be like, oh, damn, yes.
Yeah.
Thank God I kept doing it. You know, like,
Yeah.
But, तो वो बस आती, you know, anxiety creeps up like,
Sure. Like that.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah.
And you're just like, क्या करूँ?
Huh.
So I was like, and then I wanted to, you know, like kind of fund this.
Okay.
What's right in front of you, like.
Sure.
And then there's also that thought, you know, like, बाप से कितने पैसे लूँगा यार?
Fair.
मतलब कब तक लेता रहूँगा? I'm fucking 25 years old.
Sure.
Man. Grow the fuck up, bro.
Yeah. There is that imperative, isn't there? There really
नहीं, वो भी
is.
थक जाएंगे ना यार, वो बोलेंगे बस भाई क्या हो गया?
हाँ.
Even though they won't. I know my parents are.
Alhamdulillah,
Yeah.
नहीं हमारे वालिदैन, all three of us, हमारे वालिदैन जो है, they have been unconditionally supportive, लेकिन
Yeah.
नहीं होते हैं.
Yeah.
And you
नहीं
see
होता.
that in Muashra.
Yeah, no,
You
I
see
have
that in the
seen-
society.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
People. I've seen people like that, man.
Yeah.
Musicians were struggling with that, but so I started that job for 2 months, and for 2 months, basically that's also where my routine came from. By the way, it was Walmart basically,
Uh-huh.
and I used to be up from like 9 p.m. to like सुबह के 8 बजे तक. It was like a call center job,
Okay.
email job.
Okay.
Okay, I can't speak much about it
No,
because I've signed
that's
a contract
That's
about
it. NDA, dude. NDA. That's it.
NDA.
That's it.
But तो 2 months तो मेरी जिंदगी यही थी कि I would sleep at 8 a.m.,
Uh-huh.
wake up शाम में 5-6 बजे, have food, leave for work again.
Oh
For
my
2 months that
goodness.
was my life, and I did not work on a single song for those 2 months. I did not sit down on my PC for 2 months.
Uh-huh.
And उसके बाद मैं जब वापस बैठा हूँ, जो मैंने जॉब छोड़ी है, I'm like, nah man, this is not it.
हाँ.
तो जब मैं बैठा हूँ, मुझसे कुछ बनाया नहीं जा रहा. For like at least a good 2 weeks, I was just like, क्या हो रहा है, मतलब मुझसे कुछ नहीं लिखा जा रहा. आजकल भी मैं आर्टिस्ट ब्लॉक में हूँ, but that's just generally मतलब because होता है, एक फेज आता है. Like दिसंबर में मैंने गाने बनाए हैं, like अभी मैंने गाने बनाए हैं 2-3. But suddenly, you know, like तो you can't leave it. You have to sit on it every day, at least 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, like कोई पुरानी बीट भी उठाओ, उस पे कोई, you know,
That's it.
कुछ
That's
करो,
it.
like बचौतियाँ मारो उस पे.
Sure. The common cure for writer's block is that अगर आप कुछ लिख नहीं सक रहे हो ना, कोई चीज़ उठाओ, उसको edit करना शुरू हो जाओ. And I suppose creator's block is just a bigger, badder version of writer's block. तो वो भी वैसे ही हल तो वैसे ही होगा.
Yeah,
जैसे आप
वैसे ही
बोल
होता है ना, exactly like आजकल मैं यही कर रहा हूँ, अपने पुरानी बीट्स पे जा रहा हूँ. like अच्छा यार, ये अच्छी तो है बीट, मिसिंग है कुछ, चलो सोचते हैं इस पे.
हाँ.
1-2 चीज़ें की, फिर नहीं आ रहा कुछ समझ, चलो बंद करने, कल फिर खोलेंगे इसको.
सही.
तो मैं आजकल यही कर रहा हूँ, like
Yeah.
to fix it, and it is helping.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, just have to sit on it for an hour maximum a day, man.
Yeah.
Max, like just so that you don't lose that touch, you know.
Bro, agreed 150%. But also, you know what you said about a little earlier, कि when that anxiety creeps in and when that doubt kind of takes over, hijacks whatever your mind and all that stuff, वहाँ पे यही scene होता है ना कि we as a generation, as the youth of this country, we've always been expected to justify ourselves.
Yeah.
जैसे we're supposed to justify existing. ऐसा कोई scene नहीं होता, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you justify breathing this air? Allah मियाँ ने दिए, bro. नहीं, I don't need to justify it. ये बहुत सीधी बात है ना. You know, and I came to terms with that when I was like 27, 28. I was a toxic person before that because of this. No? Because every day I need to work hard because I need to justify. Justify what? What am I going to justify?
Yeah.
Unless I'm making a meaningful contribution of value to Muashara, to the society, or to people, anyone, one person, a company, whatever, right? Unless I'm doing that, as long as I'm pushing pencils, pushing papers, PR कर रहा हूँ, ये सब marketing कर रहा हूँ, क्या है यार?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and no knock against the people doing marketing if that's what they understand to be valuable.
Yeah.
If they're creating value like that, more power to them, right?
वो तो किसी भी field में ऐसे होना चाहिए. Like you should, like if someone enjoys something, enjoy it, man.
Yeah,
like,
do
that's
it.
up to you. Like I know a lot of people who are accountants and they love it, man. And I'm like,
चलो करो लेकिन
great for you.
मुझे नहीं समझ आ रहा है ये आप कैसे कर रहे हो लेकिन
yeah, like
अल्लाह को कामयाब करे.
If you like it, why not, man?
Dude, absolutely.
Anything. Like you like cooking, cook.
Huh?
If you like cooking, cook.
Dude, cooking is great.
You love gymming, gym.
Yeah, work out, dude. Work out, exactly. और अब वही वाली बात है. Naval Ravikant, I say this in almost every podcast. Naval Ravikant is an angel investor, someone who's very rich and very successful and all those things.
Okay.
वो उसने ये बात बोली थी, उन्होंने ये बात बोली थी कि you must productivize yourself. If you want wealth, if you want to make real money, like wealth, if you want to be wealthy,
But is wealth money?
Huh?
What? But is wealth money?
No, so he defined wealth was freedom, right? Liberty, and वो पैसे से ही आता है. So actually पैसे से आता है and also curtailing entitlement. लेकिन चलो, तो the way you make wealth is you productivize yourself. So Taha ji is the solution to a problem.
Okay.
Not that Taha ji has the solution to a problem. That Taha ji is the solution to a problem. Yeah, right.
math equation.
Life equation, bro.
Damn.
And जो है वो
Simultaneous equations कभी काम आई गई मतलब.
अभी स्नाइडर कट देखा था ना, एंटी लाइफ इक्वेशन थी ना ये उसका.
मैंने नहीं देखा रे यार, अभी तक नहीं देखा मैंने.
Fuck, I'm so sorry.
कोई नहीं, मुझे नहीं पता तुमने क्या बात की, मैं कल तक भूल चुका हूँ.
नहीं, बस देखना 4.5 घंटे की है, टाइम निकालना.
आराम से 1 घंटा देखूंगा.
सुकून से. तो बहरहाल, so productivizing yourself, how it works is you have to take a risk under your own name.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to take this risk.
Yeah.
Right? So it is going to be sometimes uncertain and more often than not it's going to be scary.
Yeah.
ये चीजें होंगी.
And it will take time.
Of course, dude.
It could take 5 years, it could take 10 years.
Bro,
you never know, man.
अब जैसे you're telling me, but you're much younger than me. I've seen you very young. You're telling me कि आप 4.5 साल तो कहीं नहीं गए, इतने टाइम से तो कर ही रहे हो.
कर रहा हूँ 4 साल से तो कर रहा हूँ.
Hassan Rahim, who's now recently, mashallah, said doing really, really well, right? उसकी मैंने YouTube पे videos देखी थी from 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Covers, yeah.
Nobody, bro. Nobody is an overnight sensation.
Yeah,
that
100%.
shit doesn't exist.
Yeah, you need work, you need to spend
वो
time.
आपको नहीं नजर आएगा. जैसे अभी the most recent example we have is Dananir, right? Parioria. Sure, Parioria, लेकिन you don't know where she came from, right? ऐसे नहीं होता. Like it's still labor, it's still every day. So there's something to be said about understanding effort as work.
Yeah.
क्योंकि हमें जो है ये, मुझे personally at least, and I'm sure you must have faced this at some point, validation नहीं मिलती है. कि मैं podcast कर रहा हूँ, ये काम थोड़ी है. Actual काम कब करोगे? Actual काम और क्या करूँ मैं? मतलब, do you know how long it takes to do it? You know what I mean?
Content, man.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
It's draining.
Draining is what it is. We were also speaking abhi before the podcast about the fact that all your music, right, comes from actual real life. So we'll just talk about the one that comes from real life to look cool.
Yeah, hey, right? We are cool.
We are absolutely
cool, man.
Fucking
क्या
cool.
हो गया भाई?
Look at my hoodie. Come on. Relax. बस.
In the zone.
Alhamdulillah. तो आपकी जो है मन में तू, let's start there because I've heard that song, right?
Yeah.
That's about your girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, that is the secret है?
खोले, अब तो होगी, खुल गई.
Sorry. But
अब तो खुल गई.
But in all honesty, bro.
No, you don't need to cut it. It's okay.
Huh?
You don't need to
No,
cut
I'm not going to cut it.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, आप उसके lyrics सुनोगे, वो और किसी के बारे में हो नहीं सकती है.
जो बात
ऐसे
है.
आप नहीं
जो
बोलोगे,
बात है.
इश्क हकीकी के बारे में. No, bro. ऐसा कोई scene नहीं है. So how was that? How was making it and all those things? What's the emotions that went into it?
Yeah, so it's a very funny story actually.
Okay.
Like तो Pepsi rap battle हुआ था like 2019 में.
Okay.
And I got selected for the top 7
Okay.
And so basically the winning like prize was given to the person who got the most likes on their rap.
Okay.
ठीक है, तो मैं फुल स्ट्रेटजाइज किया था कि मैं जाऊँगा इन चाय ढाबों पे जाके परफॉर्म करूँगा या सुनाऊँगा, बोलूँगा प्लीज़ कुड यू लाइक इट एंड शेयर इट. तो मैं जा रहा था and I come across a table and she's sitting there.
You hadn't even met her. Abhi tak.
First time I'm meeting her.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I'm the random person in front of me.
Okay, चाय के ढाबे पे.
चाय के ढाबे पे.
Of all the places.
Of all the places. No, actually, what do you mean of all the places? कराची में और है क्या?
मतलब दूसरी चीजें हैं कराची में, ऐसे नहीं बोलो bro. चलो.
Oops, कराची people gonna hate me now. Beach है.
Beach.
But खैर जो भी, तो like that's where I met her and like she's just like see you on the other side. And I'm like, yeah. What do you mean? What are you saying, man? And then she's like, "It's gonna see you on the other side. The universe has a plan for us."
Oh wow, dude, that's so powerful.
अब इसके बारे में इतना सोचा नहीं था तब.
नहीं.
मैं तो बिल्कुल नहीं सोचा था.
No,
बल्कि सच बताऊं तो मैं.
Bro, you were struggling. You were hustling.
Yeah, I was just like, हाँ, okay. मतलब I don't know what you're saying.
Universe जो है जल्दी कर दे. जो भी कर.
No. तो खैर जो भी, तो उसके बाद फिर like I had my album launch for this album that you're wearing like November में me birthday के दिन ही था. Yes, gun to my head.
Yeah.
So I called her there and she came there as well. We met. We became friends and like we were talking and then I started liking her and then this song is popped up in my head. Like I'm sitting one night, मैंने beat बना ली थी, पहले beat बनी हुई थी. अब पहली line जैसे देखा तुझे तो मैंने सोच लिया. So that was reference to the chai dhaba meeting, like देखा तुझे तो मैंने सोच लिया बिना तेरे हूँ मैं कैसे जिया. That's just obviously I like उसको थोड़ा वो किया था मैंने. Like in the sense के how like क्या होता है मूवीज में आप थोड़ा उसको
dramatize
yeah थोड़ा करते हो like
sure
over exaggerate the word I'm looking for. You exaggerate it a little bit. तो वो obviously गाने में किया हुआ था, but like that's where it stems from,
Okay.
So, a month after the release of the song, I sent her the worst text message in the world. I'm like, hey man, I just wanted to tell you, like, I can't keep it in my chest. I wrote this song for you. I really like you, but only as a friend. I repeat, I'm not in love with you. I just like you as a friend. And
क्या कर रहे हो? पागल हो क्या?
और उसने आगे कहा, thank you so much. This is so sweet. Thank you so much.
Did she like the song?
No.
Well, if you're gonna send text messages like that,
I mean,
buddy.
No, but she never liked the song.
She never liked the song?
No.
Dude, I love the song, dude. I work out to it.
Yeah, music is so subjective, man.
Sure.
So subjective.
Sure.
Like, एक गाना हो सकता है जो मेरा बेकार से बेकार गाना है. तुम बोलो अबे ये क्या बना रहा है? कोई और बंदा होगा बोलेगा यार मजा आ रहा है. But है, और ऐसे हैं गाने मेरे जो काफी लोगों को नहीं पसंद है. लेकिन जैसे भी लाहौर में मैंने एक शो किया था, there's a song I don't like myself. जीने दो मुझे, मेरा एक गाना पुराना काफी. I hate that song.
Okay.
With like the Born More Heart cringy lyrics. And
sing some of the lyrics for me. Come on. Just do it. Come on.
No.
Come on.
ये पहला पार्ट तो अच्छा है गाने का. सेकंड पार्ट थोड़ा अजीब हो जाता है.
Cringy क्यों है lyrics? Just tell me that.
चरसलाओ जॉइंट रोल करके मुझे 2-3 कश करा, पैक बना.
सही समझ
गया. हाँ, तो I was like, man, and people लाहौर गया था गिग करने, and मैंने वो परफॉर्म नहीं किया. Like I don't like, even though I should वैसे, because it's like it's one of the most played songs on my SoundCloud channel.
Wow.
And like people came up to me, they're like, यार तुमने जीने तो मुझे क्यों नहीं गाया, please यार, like मुझे जीने तो मुझे सुनना था. And I'm like, hey, shit यार, मतलब लोगों को पसंद है ये गाना.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm remastering it though.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
So I'm bringing it back.
No, हाँ, कोई वो उसमें issue नहीं है. We just make it better, inshallah. And then the other one the other two that we're going to talk about right now is एक गालिब, but दो पल में क्या scene है? दो पल में मानू भी है.
Yeah, Dopal. So I think that the tone that was set in Dopal was set by Manu.
Okay.
Manu himself.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing, like, what I see from his lyrics and what my lyrics are depicting as well is that basically Corona times.
Yeah.
We can't meet our lovers.
Yeah.
We can't hang out with them.
Sure.
We can't meet them. So basically, it's that, like, we want to be there, but like, like, the storm will pass and then we'll see each other again.
Inshallah, yeah.
Yeah.
मुझे यार Manu, I spoke to Manu on Clubhouse once, right?
Okay.
Or I think twice.
Okay.
And I told him, I was like, यार आपकी मुझे ना lyrics बड़ी अच्छी लगती हैं, existential होती हैं. It's like, bro, I'm just talking about my experiences. How are they existential? I'm like, bro, do you realize what you're saying? like the kind of heavy shit that he says, or even you in Dopal, a lot of it is hum mushkil bhi pee lenge, aasu pee lenge. It's all sorts of like heavy stuff, and that's why I resonate with it. You know?
No, I think a lot of people are resonating with it. You know,
Yeah,
because
bro.
they've felt that experience
Yeah.
that happened. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a very, like, I feel like all of us can relate to it.
Bro,
And it's such a feel-good song. It's such a bad time, you know.
Sure.
Like,
sure.
it's
And
also got
catchy.
that, yeah, and it's also got that, you know, like, sad element to it.
A little
A
bit.
little bit of a feeling aati. It's not too evident, but it's there. And it's just a feel-good song.
Sure,
you know,
dude.
like,
Sure, yeah. And also, yeah, dekho na, I think we're done adhering to taboos now. It's 2021.
honest,
Abhi bhi, zahir hai, I don't want to be irresponsible. Still Pakistan, you could still get killed for whatever, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Allah sabko apne ईमान में रखे, Allah माफ करे. But we're at least done. जैसे अगर हम आपस में बैठे हुए दोस्त हैं या हम कोई content create कर रहे हैं, we're done adhering to taboos,
Yeah.
right? We're done not validating these feelings. Now, if a guy and a girl like each other, राइट तो उसका लॉजिकल स्टेप या लॉजिकल एवोल्यूशन उसकी हमारे पास ये होती है कि निकाह हो जाए, राइट,
एंगेजमेंट हो जाए.
एंगेजमेंट हो जाए. बाज़-औक़ात it's not the guy or the girl that don't want that to happen. It's societal imperatives or parental imperatives which are often nonsensical and often not backed by religion,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Often
a lot of things are not backed by
no,
religion
bro, of
these
course,
days.
right? Like इसके
These
पास
days.
सिविक गाड़ी होनी चाहिए. कहाँ लिखा हुआ है सिविक गाड़ी होनी चाहिए भाई? Do you know what I mean? इसके पास अलग घर होना चाहिए और वो 500 गज का होना चाहिए. 100 गज वाला क्यों नहीं हो सकता? अपार्टमेंट क्यों नहीं हो सकता? You know what I mean?
I know, 100%.
It's all this stuff, right? So I think music like yours or like Manu's, Khair Manu also makes a lot of like aggressive music. उसमें भी यही है,
yeah, 100%.
right? Yen City and all this stuff.
Explores different genres.
Oh yeah.
Yen City.
Brilliant,
Chotas,
dude.
Chotas.
He's
That's
brilliant.
the Chotas.
What do you mean?
Chotas, that's his aggressive side.
Oh yeah, okay, Chotas. He's like
Bachoda aggressive side.
yeah, sure. But you know, he's brilliant in that, mashallah say. And Hassan Rahim again, and you as well. One of the things that at least is a commonality amongst you, is it's very difficult to compartmentalize. It's difficult to put you in a box. कि यार ये करते हैं, ये लोग hip hop rappers हैं, hip hop कर रहे हैं, R&B कर रहे हैं, and maybe for the time being that'll defer or inhibit some of your growth. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe,
No,
right?
It does though, I feel.
Yeah, but in the long run, you still want to be doing this,
Yeah, obviously.
right? You want to be making music the way you want to make music.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Like ये सबसे बड़ा डर होता है when you're like working with other people, right? ये मेरी vibe समझेंगे, इनको पसंद आएगा मेरा sound.
Sure.
You know, like when you're working with someone, but there's also like basically, you know, like for example, if I'm working with like a composer or something, and you know, when you make your own beats, there's like a unique touch of yours to it.
Sure.
But if you're working with someone else, let's say a different composer, वो अपना touch डाल रहा है.
Sorry.
In a way, that's good.
Sure.
Because you're exploring new boundaries, you know, and but कई बार ये भी होता है you can lose your sound in that.
Sure.
But इसी uniqueness की वजह से हमारे हर गाना जो होता है, it's a different feel, it's a different genre kind of, you know.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
That's why I feel like there's so different sounds coming across because we're still exploring our own sound. We don't know what we want, to be honest.
So, and
we love to because we're like those artists जो हर किस्म का गाना सुनता भी है.
Sure. Yeah.
मतलब एक दिन में जो मूड होगा मैं बैठे क्या उसका नाम पिंक फ्लॉयड सुन रहा हूँगा.
Yeah.
दूसरे दिन बैठ के मैं कार्डी बी सुन रहा हूँगा.
Sure. Cardi B is great, dude.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do? मैं जो है now, this is a high form of compliment, I think personally, and Allah करे you prove me right, and inshallah Allah को कामयाब करे. From मन में तू, I got weekend vibes.
Hey,
है ना ऐसा कुछ? He is an
I
inspiration.
swear to God, ये मुझे कसम से पैसे मिलते होते ना कितनी बार मुझे ये बोला गया है.
हाँ.
मैं शायद अमीर हो चुका होता.
Bro,
मैं शायद म्यूजिक छोड़ चुका होता.
No bro, music नहीं छोड़ो.
ब्रो तुम हर मेरे हर YouTube पे जाके मेरे गाने पे देखो एक ना एक बंदे ने लिखा हुआ होगा यार ये तो वीकेंड है पाकिस्तानी वीकेंड है.
हाँ तो हाँ इंशाल्लाह तो अच्छा हो जाएगा ना.
नहीं I mean it's a good compliment.
Sure.
I take it as a good compliment.
High form of praise, but
Yeah.
people should just pay you for it, right? That's
yeah.
just pay you some money. You need the money. It's what it is,
Right?
right? But I think we also need to at some point accept कि ये जो pop culture, क्योंकि weekend is pop culture music ना.
Now he is.
You know, he's high level.
Yeah.
He's high
No,
level.
I mean,
right?
he's up there.
But that doesn't mean that just because he's pop culture doesn't mean that it invalidates him to become an inspiration.
No, so he is an inspiration. Yeah.
सिर्फ ऐसा नहीं है कि इंस्पिरेशन होगी तो नुसरत फतेह अली खान साहब होंगे लेकिन वीकेंड भी हो सकता है.
100%.
Whatever it is, music, it's expression. Na?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, dude.
For me, it's Michael Jackson, The Weeknd.
Really, Michael Jackson? What music of Michael Jackson's do you most listen to or resonate with?
Man, most of his music, man. Like
all of it.
It's mostly the like the groovy ones. You know, like
bad.
Bad भी अच्छा है लेकिन
Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal. Yeah. I mean, like all of these songs, you know, like but सबसे मतलब वो है black and white.
Sure.
Or black or white, sorry. And then there's obviously like. You want to be starting something.
You want to be starting something. You got to be starting something.
You want to be starting
वो
something.
क्या होता है? Mama say, mama say. That was him, dude.
Yeah, that was it.
Think about how he was changing the game even back then, right?
And the people still use that. You know, like Mama say, they use it in their songs.
Sure.
And you know that MJ, you know, I really vibe with that, and that's what I'm actually aiming for this year.
Inshallah.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
I still have obviously my Man Mein Tu type songs coming out as well,
inshallah.
but I want to go for
Yeah.
that MJ vibe now.
So again, back to the original three that we were exploring. Do Pal is more Manu driven, which is, I mean, Manu's a powerhouse, and then you also went with that existential love, a little bit of sadness as well. Beautiful. Ghalib ka kya scene hai?
Wee.
क्या हो गया? इसका मोटर क्यों फंस रहा है?
Ghalib. यार, I don't know. मोटर क्यों फंस रहा है? Ghalib. So, Ghalib is for my girlfriend actually.
Again?
Yeah. तो no, इसमें ये था कि we had a phase where like we didn't talk.
Oh wow.
Like,
I'm sorry, dude.
It wasn't because of anything. We were just friends back then because. We recently
because you sent that text.
Yeah, basically fucked
stupid.
it up. Fucked it up. So beach में like there was this phase, you know, like I was trying to prove, you know, कि मतलब यार give me a shot, you know, like Ghalib is basically telling कि मतलब मैं दुनिया के कोने तक चले जाऊंगा यार तुम्हें मतलब like दिखाने के मैं तुम्हें कितना प्यार दे सकता हूँ.
That's beautiful, dude. That's a beautiful sentiment.
Yeah, you know, like, and it was just like also showing how much pain I was getting because I didn't have you.
Oh wow.
Not have you, but like weren't with you.
Okay, of course.
Have you was a bad way.
Yeah, objectification.
Yeah.
वो नहीं सही, but not with you. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just showing that pain, and where I like the extent of my love, where I could take it.
That's pretty, dude.
So yeah,
that's very beautiful. Yeah. थोड़ा emotional मुझे feel हुआ.
No, you should hear it.
I did.
कभी रात में बैठ के.
Right before the podcast we did, लेकिन एक बार.
Headphones पे.
अच्छा. हाँ, you insist. हाँ, headphones पे. ऐसे नहीं.
तुम्हारी वजह से नहीं पसंद लोगों को गाने.
Bro, मेरी
सुनाते होगे ना तुम फोन के स्पीकर पे.
नहीं bro, हाँ, सही बात है. ऐसा ही है, बिल्कुल सही बात है. I am the problem. That's an easy problem to solve, I think.
Yeah, it is, man. Just listen to headphones. Like गाने जब नया गाना at least जब सुनो ना, you want to listen to it on like good speakers or headphones. Because you're not used to that song. You get, you know, used to songs. Like आपको एक दो दफा सुनना पड़ता है. कभी कभार होता है कि एक दफा सुनते हो गाना and you're like yes.
Yeah, sure.
ये मेरा jam. Lekin it takes time for you to like a song, you know, because we have so like the catalog of music is so much.
It's vast, dude.
You know, like it's really hard to grasp your attention like that. You know, you need to listen to it once or twice to be like, अच्छा यार ये तो fit गाना है यार. You know, like when you start knowing कि अच्छा इस part पे ये इस तरह गाता है. तो for music, it's like जैसे अब मैं कोई पुराना गाना लगा दूं जो तुमने बहुत दफा सुना हुआ है इस फोन की स्पीकर पे लगा दूं you'll be vibing.
No problem.
You won't care
because I expect that.
Yeah, but if I make you listen to new songs, you can't hear the sonic elements in that song.
Sure.
Like you can't hear it. Like you're not used to it. You need to get used to it, and then महीने बाद let's say अब मैं दो पर लगाऊं इस पे पसंद आएगा तुम्हें.
Yeah.
लेकिन अगर मैं पहली दफा तुम्हें दो पर इस पे सुनाया होता तो मैं शायद नहीं पसंद आता.
Maybe.
Because you
so here's what's interesting, right? मैं दो पल सुन रहा हूँ, मतलब कोई अच्छा खासा 2-3 हफ्ते हो गए. Recently I was going somewhere with my friend Zen Jaffer, and he has a Kiya Sportage. Kiya Sportage का जो है, and this is
another sponsor.
अब हो जाए यार bro, कोई भी हो जाए, अल्लाह रहम करे.
Yeah, you never know, there might be a like vlog तुम Kiya Sportage में चला रहे हो.
Kiya Sportage दो पल भी आ रहा है उसमें. All of a sudden I just driving around Karachi, pick up you and Manu, like what's going on?
Man, that's actually pretty lit.
मतलब देख लो.
Kiya.
देख लो Kiya. क्या किया? क्या कहेगा काजी? No, stop it.
क्या करेगा काजी?
क्या करूँ? But so उसका जो sound system काफी अच्छा होता है, right? And so again, like you said, I'm picking up sonic elements as I go along, even though I've already been listening to this song for this amount of time, right?
Yeah.
And to your point, it's just a wonderful experience. But speaking of that car ride, me and Zen had a conversation, and we were like, 2 in a Million सुना है Steve Aoki का?
शायद सुना होगा.
हाँ, Break in a Sweat सुना है Skrillex का?
हाँ.
Right?
Break in a Sweat.
It's alright, right? So Break in a Sweat is with The Doors. The Doors are old school musicians, proper like fire and brimstone guitar shit, right? Acoustic. 2 in a Million with Steve Aoki also features Sting. Again, Sting is old school, right?
School. There's a rose.
Exactly, that. Do you remember there was an Egyptian guy in that?
Yeah.
It wasn't a girl, it was a guy.
Yeah, I know, I was a guy.
That guy, right?
तुम करते हो ना, ये तुम्हें आता है करना, करो.
नहीं, अभी माइक नहीं है अभी माइक नहीं है शायर के पास. But so that kind of foresight on Skrillex's part or on Steve Aoki's part to have these old school musicians, that kind of wherewithal and knowledge of music, वो हमारे पास local industry में है किसी के पास? मतलब होगा I'm sure, लेकिन मैंने नहीं experience किया है.
Like knowledge.
Just knowledge and just that foresight ना कि भाई random boy बैठा हुआ है, right? अचानक से you bring in someone super old school, someone so not old guard, not old age wise, right? But old in the sense of like
Music,
the level.
the history.
Shafqat Amanat Ali. You bring in Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, right? But I find कि शफकत अमानत अली का या राहत साहब का अगर कोई गाना होता है, just because it's good just because they're powerhouses.
Okay.
It's not good because someone's calling them in and being like, राहत साहब, this is a brilliant song for you. आप बस जो है ये अपना पार्ट करो और मजेदार आएगा.
नहीं तो ये हो रहा है आजकल, यही तो होता है.
आजकल ये होता है, दूसरा वाला
I mean,
होता है.
like yeah, like for these big artists at least.
Yeah.
Now like जब जो गाने इंडिया के लिए जो मूवीज के लिए लिखे हैं, obviously they were written by someone, you know, and then you just bring them in and be like, अच्छा ये गाएं आप.
Yeah.
You know, and that happens. Like that's how it works these days.
But यहाँ पाकिस्तान में भी?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like I was called in to make a song, and for the first time, and me.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Can you talk about? You can't talk about it.
Yeah, not really.
Okay.
It didn't end up happening. No, yeah, because ये होता है कि for me, I should have done it. I feel.
You chose not to.
I chose not to because like it wasn't my genre. It was kind of rock. And for me, I was like, yeah, मेरी आवाज़ इतनी मीठी सी आवाज़ है, मैं क्या rock क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं यार, you know, like even though I've always wanted to do rock, but like बहुत मीठी आवाज़ है मेरी, I'm not gonna suit that song, you know, like even अगर बन जाए कोई और बोल रहा हो, तो but it was a good opportunity. I should have taken it, but I hope I get a better one with them.
Inshallah, Allah karega,
Inshallah. I don't know if they're watching, but
no. Allah khair karega inshallah. ये text message जैसे फजूल चीजें आप नहीं किया करें, आपको मिलती जाएंगी चीजें.
जो बात है. तो नहीं तो उन्हें lyrics दी, सब कुछ मुझे गाने की melody सब कुछ बनी हुई थी.
And they were gonna pay you.
They weren't gonna pay me, but वो मैं ऐसे ही कर रहा था.
हाँ. For exposure.
हाँ, for exposure.
How?
आजकल तो monitor यही है ना, पैसा तो यही है, exposure.
So how do you feel about that though, right? Because you're clearly good at something, right? And still, because you're not that big yet, Allah karega aap ho jaoge abhi inshallah. Because you're not that big yet, people will still come up to you and be like, "ये exposure के लिए कर दो." People are still unwilling to put their money where their mouth is as far as artists are concerned.
Yeah, 100%.
How do you feel about that? How many experiences have you had of that sort? क्या
Yeah,
scene?
काफी हुए हैं, you know, like performances किए हैं without earning money, and then you know like लोगों के लिए चीजें बनाई हैं without money, and this is very, क्या बताऊँ मैं तुम्हें यार, मतलब ये थोड़ा है वो, because you know like मैं ऐसी स्टेज पे था, अभी भी हूँ, like अब इतना नहीं हूँ वैसे तो, बट अब क्योंकि मैं चार्ज करता हूँ लोगों से, मैं प्राइस लगा देता हूँ, इवन दो चाहे जितना आप मुझे आगे लेके जा रहे हो, बट लाइक यू नो लाइक एक स्टेज आती है जस्ट लाइक अच्छा लेट मी जस्ट गेट यू नो लाइक वो गेट दैट क्लाउड फर्स्ट एंड देन लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस. तो लेकिन यू नो लाइक दे नो कि आर्टिस्ट आर डेस्परेट, at least the upcoming ones.
Sure.
Yeah, and they want that exposure.
Sure.
So हम तो कर सकते हैं, you know, like it's a wrong thing. It's a wrong thing, 100%. Because if someone has a talent, someone has a skill, like you pay him, right? Like if you want your house constructed, you're gonna pay the guy. You're not just gonna be like, yeah, मैं तुम्हें newspaper में डाल दूँगा या कुछ इस तरह कर दूँगा कि तुम अच्छा घर बनाते हो. ये तो नहीं करते ना.
नहीं bro, exactly.
तो like it's unfair.
It is.
It is very unfair, and like it's sad to see that it still happens, and it's gonna keep happening.
Yeah, because people don't understand that they need to foster this talent, ना. ये हम सबके लिए अच्छा है ना.
Yeah.
If artists grow, if artists flourish, ये हर किसी के लिए अच्छा है.
इकोनॉमी के लिए अच्छा है
Bro, economy के लिए अच्छा है, हर किसी के लिए अच्छा है, जो consume कर रहे हैं अच्छा है, जो produce कर रहे हैं अच्छा है, हर किसी के लिए अच्छा है. I have experienced this particular thing. You know how you were like, no, I'm not going to do this song. I've experienced it with some other friends of mine as well who are actors.
yeah
Role मिल रहा है, पैसे मिल रहे हैं, ad आ रहा है, modeling gig है, जो भी है. नहीं, but that doesn't suit me as a... That doesn't do anything for my career in the long term, right? It doesn't show my depth, it doesn't show my breadth of experience or range or what have you.
yeah
Where in your mind, because in my mind I understand कि वही वाली बात है, my kitchen needs to be running for me to make comments like that. किचन चल रहा है, मैं ऐसी बातें 100 करूंगा, नहीं भाई हर किसी के साथ नहीं, ये नहीं वो नहीं, you know. किचन नहीं चल रहा है खुदा ना खास्ता, हर काम को एक बार सोचा जाएगा. Where do you draw the line where you're like, यार artist मैं हूँ and you know maybe this song isn't good for me long term, but I should still do it for whatever benefits it might bring. What's the line for you?
यार तो आजकल फॉर एग्जांपल अभी रिसेंटली लाइक थोड़ी जिंगल्स की ऑफर आई थी एंड लाइक they I saw that I heard their concert, I'm like, yeah, do I want to do this, but then I'm like, I need that money, man.
Yeah,
I have to do it.
Yeah,
I have to do it. It didn't happen, but like I wanted to do it because like अब ऐसी stage like at least with jingles and stuff I will do whatever comes up, you know.
Sure, yeah.
I have to. I need that money, man. Like I want to be like, you know, like on my feet now.
Sure.
And so drawing the line where it comes, like I haven't really experienced something like that yet to know what my line is. So I can't really answer that. To be honest.
No, that's fair.
I'm not really sure where I would draw the line.
Yeah. What's too much?
Yeah.
What's like, okay, now I'm just selling myself and this I can't do.
Yeah, like
Right.
I don't know, maybe like an underwear ad.
I think you'd look great in an
I
underwear
don't
ad.
think so.
No?
थोड़ा टाइम है उसमें.
अच्छा, अभी वर्कआउट चल रहा है.
चल रहा है.
ये मॉन्स्टर पीते रहोगे नहीं होगा ऐसे.
यार जो बात है यार,
सही
ये
बात
तुम्हारी गलती है.
हाँ?
लेकिन मॉन्स्टर कौन सा हर रोज पीता है बंदा?
सही बात है. और मेरी गलती क्यों है भाई? अगर गलती है मॉन्स्टर की, स्पॉन्सर क्यों नहीं करता?
अच्छी बात है ना, नहीं करता. जो
क्या
भी
बात
आएगा फिर लेकिन तुम्हारे लिए करना चाहिए. Sorry, I thought about it then. I was like, oh shit, wait, गलत बात बोल दी.
No, it's fun, dude. It's all good fun. Okay, so draw the line there. Back to your merchandise. How did you come up with this? And what's the process been like so far?
Sadar. Sadar, process is Sadar.
So process is Sadar and fucking grind.
नहीं यार तो like मैंने initially पहले I think like last year test किया था ये.
Okay.
I wanted to test this out, so like I made like a couple of sweatshirts.
Okay.
जिस पे यही design था.
Alright.
So this is like an artwork for my album.
Sure, yeah.
Basically I work with different like artists who make like album artwork.
इसका ये किसने बनाया?
Hyder Ali.
Hyder Ali.
Oh, you should actually get him on this show. He's
We
very
will,
talented.
inshallah.
He's a drummer.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of the band Tamasha.
Yeah.
Yeah, तो उसका drummer है.
Yeah.
He is also an like IVS graduate.
Oh wow, alright.
Yeah, he made this. He's a graphic designer as well.
Hyder Ali.
He can animate stuff as well.
Wow, cool,
so
dude.
You should definitely get him on.
Yeah.
He's a really chill guy.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, we'll do that. We'll talk after the podcast, inshallah.
Yeah, definitely. But basically, I have these artworks. I go to Sadar. I find like someone who has like good quality like material. You know, like
ठीक है.
sweatshirts already made. I get them like on a bulk order, and then obviously just get this artwork printed on it.
Bus.
Easy.
And that's it. And then how do you? Where can one go to buy it?
So they message me.
Message you on Instagram.
Yeah, I haven't set up my online
website
yet.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's because I'm doing it all myself.
Yeah.
तो थोड़ा मुश्किल है.
Yeah.
I do need help in that sense. You know, like a website मुझे नहीं आती design करने. मैंने कोशिश की थी. And it was looking very bad, so I was like,
सही है.
Like, but slowly, you know, like I'm learning from my mistakes. Like अभी जो मैंने roll out की थी, I was going and dropping all this merch to whoever ordered it.
Dude, come on. You can't do that, dude. Come on, you can't do that. That's too much.
So like जिसके भी orders थे मैं जा रहा था उनके पूरा दिन मेरा गुजरता था just dropping off orders.
Oh, you still made money.
I did make.
Alhamdulillah. But yeah, no, you can't be doing that.
Yeah. So I have to find out, you know, like a way to get this delivered.
Yeah, couriers have a percentage deal.
Yeah.
ऐसा कुछ सीन होगा. वो भी we can talk about that after podcast.
Yeah.
वो कोई issue नहीं है. Inshallah. But yeah, good experience so far. People have really responded.
Yeah, really. Responded really well.
Yeah.
And people are like asking me now, okay, अबे summer वाला कब आ रहा है? Summer में कब आ रहा है? Because I've told them that summer में
and there's something in the works?
Yep.
Second Red Bull, let's go.
Oh, damn, son.
Damn,
लंबी
son.
रात होने
I'm
वाली.
crazy. Crazy.
I'm crazy.
I'm crazy, son.
नहीं तो it's in the works. I've already like decided like some of these artworks are gonna come back
All right.
on
cool.
T-shirts. T-shirts, because T-shirts, like, people want T-shirts, you know, like good quality T-shirts for cheap price. Because some of these hoodies that I've seen, so like startups like mine,
Yeah.
no, not startup, but like
Yeah.
people making hoodies, they're
Sure.
selling it for like 5K, 6K, and that's insane. And for me, like, this is for 3K,
Okay.
and I think मेरी quality भी बेहतर है.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on anyone.
No, but we're not talking about anyone
Just say-
else.
yeah.
We're not talking about anyone else.
Yeah.
Lekin 3,000 mein, yeah.
So I think it's
Yeah.
like good, right?
And this is a large?
This is a large, yes.
Yeah. Fits good?
Yeah.
Fits good, dude.
I mean, technically it's like extra large.
Goddamn, son.
but
Yeah.
to be fair, इनका जो भी sizes थे ना, थोड़ी ये में मुझे issue sort करना है.
Okay.
Their sizing was, for example, if it was a medium,
Uh-huh.
it was a small.
Okay.
If it was a large, it was a medium.
Okay, no, we'll sort that out. That's
Yeah.
no problem. Yeah, you can sort
तो
that
वो
out.
issue था बस थोड़ा.
Sorry.
But उसके अलावा, yeah, man, like, तो I feel like it's better quality and like it's a cheaper price, you know, like इतना क्या charge करना है भाई, you know?
यार देखो वही वाली बात है ना. It's about being good to yourself, yes,
Yeah.
and to your suppliers, of course, but
Yeah.
also to the customer, right? And यहाँ पे generally जो attitude exist करता है ना, you always want to take everyone for a ride,
Yeah.
or so you're taught, but especially the customer.
Hmm.
Customer को there is that antagonistic relationship generally with business owners and customers,
Yeah.
जो मुझे समझ नहीं आता है. ऐसा नहीं है. अब now obviously there's people like yourself, Areeb Tariq was on the podcast. There's other people, gym owners, other salon owners. अब जो है now they're going like नहीं भाई, customer से ही तो बनाना है ना, because
He needs to be happy.
yeah, they need to be happy,
Customer
right?
is number one.
Customer is number one. There's a reason why they say that, right? It's such an old idiom. For these reasons, you have to not only make the customer happy, you have to appreciate the customer,
Yeah.
right? Like genuinely. तो वो वाली बात है कि हाँ आप अपना profit margin रखते हो, लेकिन आप लूटते नहीं हो किसी को
Yeah.
यार. ये तो गलत बात होती है,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So 3K for this is good. T-shirts now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The T-shirts. Let's see. I'm looking for the range of 1,500 or maybe lesser.
Okay.
1,500 might be a bit much for a
Okay.
T-shirt. I feel
Okay.
like 1,200.
Good quality.
Yeah, good quality. Solid. You know,
Yeah.
like lasts you a long time. I've actually done it on T-shirts.
Okay.
लेकिन खाली 5 लोगों को मिली थी.
ये 5 lucky लोग हैं.
5 lucky लोग.
एक टी-शर्ट होगी
Yeah.
लाख रुपए की.
No, I didn't even charge them.
Okay.
And it was just because like मेरी launch हो रहा था, घंटे में डाल बना होता है, चलो बनाते हैं. और T-shirt की quality इतनी फिट थी, अभी भी लोगों के पास है.
Yeah.
अभी तक ना sticker खराब हुआ है, ना shirt खराब हुई है.
Wow.
And it's the
That's
same quality. So I want to bring that, you know, like quality, cheap price.
Yeah, मुझे
Beat the market.
Yeah, inshallah, of course. मुझे कभी-कभी ये feel होता है, bro. There's things, there's products, there's services that, without a doubt, you want to have in Pakistan. They should do well. There's services, there's products, whatever that should do well, but they don't sometimes.
Yeah, 100%.
Extreme clothing, याद है आपको? जमजमा में एक होता था, store होता था.
लाल और X होता था.
X होता था, yeah.
हाँ, याद है.
Right? Remember those shirts, dude? Those were phenomenal shirts, and they were good quality.
I remember.
What the fuck happened to that store? Nobody knows. ऐसे 10 दुकानें हैं, businesses हैं, schools हैं,
Yeah.
that have just shut down. South Shore's gone, dude.
खत्म.
South Shore's gone.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I
South
did
Shore's
not
gone.
know that.
South Shore's gone. South Shore, a mainstay of the A-level scene in
Yeah.
DH. But I just don't understand it, dude. I just don't understand why our spirit of giving has diminished like this. थोड़ी और भी थे.
सदमे में डाल दिया यार इसने तो. मैं सोच रहा हूँ एंजाइटी आ रही है.
फिर वही anxiety. But anyways, bro, besides your clothing, Allah करे, Allah आपको कामयाब करे इंशाल्लाह. First off, so Irfan, I was doing a podcast with Irfan bhai, and he said something. He's like, yeah, देखो, people think this is merch. I understand this to be a clothing line. Right? There's that distinction. What do you want this to be? Because this is really good quality. This could be a clothing line.
Man, slowly I am moving
Yeah,
forward
inshallah.
to a clothing line. I've been working on that as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully the new merch will launch with that only.
With that intention?
Yeah.
But ये clothing line.
Clothing line hai.
Haan.
And this is just like a subdivision of it.
Sure.
Like
okay.
the merch, TG merch is part of it.
Okay.
But other than that, I will also have like other, you know, like items that won't resonate anything of me, like me.
Okay.
You know, like nothing.
They'll just
like
be basic shit,
basic
like
shit,
t-shirts
basic
and stuff.
t-shirts. You know, like good quality t-shirts that जो आप H&M से मंगवाते हो,
Yeah.
यहीं से खरीदो.
यहाँ से खरीद लो.
You know, like
Yeah.
support your local businesses, man.
Dude, yes, support your local businesses.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
post-colonial hangover थोड़ा खत्म करना पड़ेगा.
Thoda khatam, post that, yes, yes, dude. So you have to finish it, and it has to be us now.
Yeah.
बहुत हो गया.
Yeah.
और उसने बहुत तकलीफ दी हमें यार.
Yeah,
ये अंग्रेज, our infatuation with the English language or what have you. ठीक है, अंग्रेजी बहुत ज़बरदस्त ज़बान है, but it shouldn't be a credit to anyone.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Right? Like it
दुनिया
shouldn't
बोल
be.
सकती है.
It shouldn't be an advantage यहाँ पे, but it still is treated as an advantage if you are proficient in the English language. मतलब कोई सीन है आपका?
Yeah.
मतलब नहीं होना चाहिए ना यार. कैसे सीन है? बहरहाल, where do you go in terms of your music? So you're producing a few songs. कुछ गाने आएंगे इंशाल्लाह. Spotify पे करना है. क्या सीन करना है? इसके बाद concerts करने हैं?
Concerts करने या album निकालनी है. 2-3
इंशाल्लाह.
अभी इस साल एक निकालनी है at least.
इंशाल्लाह.
So it's already in the works. And music videos, man. A lot of music videos.
Okay. How do you go about the process of monetizing your albums? उससे मुराद ये है कि आप बेचते कैसे हो, क्या सीन होता है यहाँ पे? Local artists कैसे करें? You are not going to a company to do this.
Yeah.
You want to do it yourself.
At the moment, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
At the moment, I am doing it myself, and it's pretty easy, man. It's the simplest thing in the world. Are your podcasts not on Spotify?
Yeah.
They are, right?
Yeah.
You know the process, basically. I go to DistroKid, upload my music,
Yeah.
लगा दिया इस दिन ने,
Yeah.
lyrics भी डाल दी उसमें,
Yeah.
कि अगर lyrics पढ़नी है किसी को पढ़ ले.
Yeah.
And it's fairly simple. I pay $20 a month, a year.
Yeah.
Not a month, ज़्यादा हो जाता. $20 a year.
Yeah.
And I have unlimited music I can upload, and so royalties आ रही हैं बस अभी at the moment. Obviously they're not that great
Not right now.
because listening इतनी है नहीं.
नहीं.
But obviously with slowly when it increases, it
होगा
will
तो
pay
होगा
off.
इंशाल्लाह.
Yeah. That's like my savings account. बस पैसे पड़े हैं.
अल्लाह खैर करे bro. आएगा इंशाल्लाह. आएगा.
Yeah.
कैसे नहीं आएगा?
But at the moment that's the plan. Then obviously doing jingles is a big thing that you have to do. Like people won't admit it, but it's part of it.
Sure.
You have to make jingles. You have to be doing this kind of stuff that you don't want to do.
Bro, there's nobility in the grind, no?
Yeah.
There's nobility in
Yeah.
working for your dreams. You're working for
Yeah.
your dreams. You're not
Yeah.
working for anyone else.
Yeah.
Right? तो सही है.
Yeah.
What about the concert scene and all that? उसका क्या scene है अभी?
Yeah, बेहतर हो रहा है.
Yeah.
So I've seen it. अभी District 19 में जो मेरा हुआ था.
हुआ था?
Yeah, December में हुआ था.
Who all was it? You?
It was me, Hassan, Rahim and Manu.
Oh, just the three of
yeah,
you?
Yeah.
Dude, that must have been cool.
बहुत fit concert था.
Yeah.
And people loved it, and
Yeah.
response was crazy. And this was the first time मैं साल बाद perform किया था. उससे पहले मैंने Super Salt पे किया था perform. And उस वक्त तक मेरी following इतनी थी नहीं. मन में तू के बाद एकदम से
Yeah.
वो फिर 2 पल के बाद
और जिसके लिए लिखा उसी को अच्छा नहीं लगा. Depression हो गई यार. खुदा अल्लाह माफ करे. That's not a word I should use lightly. लेकिन
yeah, District
upsetting
19 was the first time people were singing my songs back to me.
Wow.
तो मैं स्टेज पे मन में तू गा रहा हूँ. लोग एक्चुअली मैंने कभी गाना शुरू भी नहीं किया.
Yeah. Bro, गा के दिखाओ ना थोड़ा. मन में तू तो गा दो यार. ये तो अच्छा है. Yeah.
First time चलो पहले गाऊँ या पहले मैं story
पहले story बताओ ना please.
तो I'm just standing on stage and I was like, okay guys, this is my last song. और मेरे गाना मैंने play भी नहीं किया है. And people are going, मेरे मन में तू. The crowd is singing and I'm just like, oh damn dude. And then
that must have been a surreal feeling.
Goosebumps, man.
Yeah,
goosebumps हुए थे मुझे. And sometimes I'm just sitting down and I just hear those voices in my head. I'm like, ooh, I want that again.
That must be something. Inshallah, फिर मिलेगा अल्लाह के हुक्म से.
People went crazy on 2 पल.
Yeah.
Allah, पागल हो गए थे.
हम पंछी.
People went crazy, man.
Yeah.
It was good.
So give me something. दो पल या चलो 2 पल या
मन में तू.
हाँ मन में तू.
मेरा गला बैठ गया इसकी वजह से.
इसकी वजह से तो गला उठा है आपका.
देखा तुझे तो मैंने सोच लिया, बिना तेरे हूँ मैं कैसे जिया. दिल को दिल से आज मिला, बदन पर तू आज आग लगा. तेरी आंखों ने लूट लिया, तेरे संग जीना है आज पिया. ख्वाबों में सिर्फ तू ही है दिखा, नींद को हराम तूने ही किया. मेरे मन में तू.
That's awesome, dude. And the reason why I asked you to do it is because अभी तक आप मेरे से बात करते इतना अरसा, कोई नहीं मानता कि आप actually singer हो.
Why?
Bro, it's just, you have a normal voice. Your voice and my voice are comparable, right?
Yeah.
So you had to do that. You had to flex on them.
Oh, I had to
and
flex.
now they need to understand कि ये भी scene है. Behral, so what's अभी उठ रहा है scene concerts का, but how do you go about, like, do they contact you? Are you in touch with someone? What's going on with that?
Yeah, though initially it's like basically like Manu's manager contacted me for this one.
Okay, cool.
So it's like people contact you.
Okay.
Aram se
Okay.
district also.
You just build your brand, yeah.
Yeah, you need to build your brand up
Okay,
first, and
okay.
like have a catalog of songs that you can actually perform, which will make people move. So like one of the main elements that I think helps me is when I'm on stage, I'm very interactive.
Are you? You want to talk to them?
Yeah, I talk to the crowd and I dance on stage and like I move.
That's too much, dude.
I love it.
That's a lot.
I love
Mashallah,
it.
that's a lot.
And
Yeah.
I love it, and like it's so much fun, like because then if the person on stage is vibing and like dancing, like the crowd is automatically like, yeah,
sure,
इसको इतना मजा आ रहा है, हम क्यों नहीं मजे कर रहे?
Sure, yeah.
And like that helps a lot, though.
Bro, it helps a lot, but you need to be good. like I'm now देखो मुझे ना singing का S भी नहीं आता, मैं आपको सिर्फ बता रहा हूँ. You need to be good.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, ना, क्या होता है? It becomes more of a performance.
Yeah.
In the bad sense, it becomes more of you're doing all that other unnecessary shit.
Yeah.
Which is unnecessary if you can't sing well.
Yeah.
Right? आज भी हम कवाली पे बैठे हुए थे. Right? It was a fun affair. It was a fun event. Beautiful setup, beautiful people. Close friend of ours getting married. But जो main कवाल boy था ना, एक वो और एक जो तबले वाला था. They were just going out of sync, right?
Oh no!
And they were ruining everyone else as well. There were people in that जो second कवाल था, जो support पे था. Brilliant voice, dude. The cadence, the control, everything good, right? But ये main वाला guy था, and again he was messing it up इस चक्कर में कि I'm gonna rile the crowd up, dude. First, you have to do the thing.
There's a funny story.
Yeah.
Funny story.
Okay.
मन में तू जब मैं perform कर रहा था District 19 पे. Oh damn! दो man अभी तो मैंने एक नहीं खत्म किया.
Strength.
That's why Monster is better.
Oh, तेरी खैर.
ये काट देना.
कुछ नहीं कट रहा यहाँ से. चलो बताओ.
तो खैर तो like I was performing. तो मन में तू से पहले मैंने एक गाना perform किया था प्यार दा मीटर. That song is, I don't know if you've heard it.
I haven't heard that.
It's fast, like.
Yeah.
And मैं stage पे पागल हो जाता हूँ उस गाने पे, like I'm going crazy, like उसमें मैं गा नहीं रहा था, I'm mostly talking that song. I'm like Pepsi de naal hai tu milya girl du fizzy. It's like mostly talking, it's not singing. That
Did you just compare the girl to a Pepsi?
Yeah.
क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? अच्छा बहरहाल.
उसकी वीडियो आ रही है भाई 2 दिन में.
Inshallah.
हाँ तो उस गाने में I just go crazy on stage because that's a song like it's like
high energy.
तो उसमें आप पागल होते हो. अब उसके बाद मन में तू परफॉर्म करना है. अब मैं गाना एंड हुआ है and I'm like
It's a workout and a half.
Yeah, it is. No, honestly, it is. Even just singing is, man. Like आप पेट पे जो कंट्रोल करना पड़ता है, जो खैर अब प्यार दा मीटर का तो I'm like, oh shit, I don't have energy, dude.
Yeah.
मैं क्या करूँगा अभी? Like किस मन में तुम्हें भी मूव करता हूँ मैं.
हाँ.
और जब मैं प्रैक्टिस कर रहा था तब एनर्जी थी मेरे पास, like घर पे. लेकिन जब स्टेज पे आते हो तो आप, और जब लोग गा भी रहे आपके गाने, आप और वो हो जाते हो.
You get amped up, yeah.
अब मैं पानी पी रहा हूँ, मैं थोड़ा टाइम लगा रहा हूँ, मैं 2 मिनट हो गए. हम लोग okay, let's do it. प्ले किया. पहला पार्ट जो भी मैंने गाया था, सही गाया. उसके बाद ऊ वाला पार्ट आया ना, मैंने ऊ जो भी किया, क्राउड ने भी किया मेरे साथ. अब मैंने मॉनिटर्स, इन एयर मॉनिटर्स मैंने नहीं पहने हुए थे, मुझे क्राउड की आवाज़ आ रही है और क्राउड करके गा रहा है. मैं टोन से बाहर चले गया और मुझे सांस भी नहीं आ रहा था फिर. एंड आई एम जस्ट लाइक मेरा तेरे मैं रोज पिया, इस तरह करके गा रहा. मैं बाद में वीडियोस देखी हैं. And I'm just like, wow,
no, not a fun experience.
मैं उसके बाद, उस वक्त तो लोग मज़े कर रहे थे, like लोगों को मज़ा आ रहा था, they still vibed.
Yeah.
But when I saw the video later on, I'm like, मैं literally repost किया, I'm like, I do not sing this like this, I promise.
Yeah.
I'll give it a better performance next time.
Inshallah.
Yeah. So like, oh my god, that was bad, dude. Yeah. Even people came up to me like, bro, तुम तो off हो गए थे यार मन में तू में थोड़ा.
आपकी सोच है कितना off.
मेरी अम्मी अबू रेडियो पे सुन रहे थे, they're like, हाँ इसका सांस जा रहा है.
Just the criticism, bro. That's
no,
awesome.
but it was due.
Yeah.
The criticism was due there, man. Like, I need to control myself a bit on stage. I need to be a bit more composed.
Yeah.
Like let the crowd enjoy. हल्के बुल्के 2 move मार लो.
Yeah.
But
Bro,
पागल ना हो.
And again, देखो मेरी बात सुनो ना, मैं कोई होता नहीं हूँ. मैं armchair philosophy कर रहा हूँ, armchair criticism कर रहा हूँ. मैंने कभी गाना गाया नहीं है, मुझे गाना गाना आता नहीं है, मुझे नहीं पता. And I obviously hate being on stage, right?
Yeah.
So when you're on stage, I have no idea what's going through your mind or how your body feels or what have you, right? But again, वही वाली बात है, just as someone who's trying to understand this academically, what got you to the stage is not all the dancing and stuff. Like with that Qawwali person, what got him to the stage was his voice and his knowledge of the thing. Right? So do that first.
Right?
100%. Don't get caught up in बहुत सारे खूबसूरत लोग हैं, खूबसूरत ख़वातीन, हज़रात, everyone. एक तो I don't even understand why everyone looked good, right? क्योंकि Corona times में they learn to value these events more, so everyone looks good, right? हर कोई everyone's dressed up to the nines. So I get it, I guess, right? You want them to acknowledge you, you want validation, you're on stage, all those things, but you have to be true to yourself.
100%.
Right? So whatever got you to the stage, whatever got you to the dance, you do that first. Right?
100%.
अचानक से ऐसे नहीं होगा कि आप जो है आप ऊपर पहुंचोगे और आप साथ में एक metal guitarist ले आओगे और बोलोगे मैं दिखाता हूं होता क्या है. Bro, speaking of metal, you heard about Zain Pirzada? Yeah. Dude, that again for musicians everywhere is inspirational.
Oh no, it is.
क्योंकि उन लोगों ने बांध लिया कि भाई हम
यही करेंगे.
हाँ, टका-टक metal करेंगे और English में करेंगे.
So good.
Phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
And they found a way. Right, through Patreon or whatever else, they found a way of doing just that. Do you, abhi tak, because mashallah say your style is more mainstream and stuff, right? You're not quite at that level, but what kind of a message or what kind of strength do you draw from someone like Zain P and Taka?
Doing what you love, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna make you happy, right? I'm sure those guys are really happy with what they're doing and the music they're making.
Yeah.
Like that's their strength.
Yeah.
And they're stuck to it, you know.
And they work stupid hard, dude. Like Zain Pirzada को मैं कभी-कभी Instagram पे मैसेज करता हूँ, मैं बोलता हूँ, "अबे छोड़ दे यार, मुझे बुरा लग रहा है." Like you're making everyone else feel bad. That's how hard he works, right?
Yeah.
अभी recently वो भी हुआ था, क्या हुआ था यार? 23rd March के लिए Coke Studio. Coke Studio, हाँ, जो song बनाया था उसमें भी he was there and he did the BTS and everything. And then obviously I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about this. Music videos. How do you go about it? Do you leave that to someone else कि यार आप concept design करो और you talk to me about it, or is it all still you?
It's not me, obviously. Like ऐसी चीज़ों में like that's not my forte, right?
Okay.
Like I can tell him कि अच्छा ये गाना ये इसके बारे में, tell him or her that the song is about this.
Very good, inclusive.
Yeah. The song is about this. अब बताओ हम इस story को तुम्हारे like what's your take on my song?
Sure.
Tell me that,
Sure.
like, and they come up with a storyboard and पूरा storyboard बनता है, एक story बनती है, and then they come up to me that अच्छा ये अब बताओ करना है या नहीं. I'm like, let's do it. They direct it.
Yeah.
They shoot it. They edit it.
So you have artistic oversight, right?
A little bit, yeah. Like for example, if something's looking very cringy to me, I'll be like, yeah.
ये हटा दो.
मज़ा नहीं आ रहा इसका.
सही.
उसके अलावा, but mostly I do give them the freedom. I'm like, cause गाना मैंने कर दिया, गाने में मैंने जो बोलना था बोल दिया.
हाँ.
आपको अब जो समझ आया गाने से,
हाँ.
और जो आप दिखाना चाहते हो मैसेज.
You're obviously not bringing in amateurs.
Yeah.
Right? You're bringing in people who know what they're doing.
Amateurs as well.
अच्छा, फिर भी आपने उनको trust किया completely.
Yeah, man, why not?
That's cool.
I mean, back then, like let's say a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm an amateur kind of as well.
Yeah.
So goes both ways, right?
चलता है.
And like what people I'm working with right now, I do give them creative freedom because like it's art, right?
Yeah, sure.
फिर मेरे और like big brands के बीच में कोई फर्क नहीं हुआ. वो घुसते हैं हर चीज में.
Fair enough.
If I do that, I'm the same as those big brands, but I'm not that person. I want to give you that artistic freedom because like अब तुम बताओ तुमने जो बताना है गाने में.
सही.
अगर कोई गाना होगा जो बहुत ही करीब है मेरे दिल के.
Yeah.
And there's a certain image that I see with that song.
Like Man Mein Tu.
No, Man Mein Tu was it was close to my heart, but like उसकी music video was random.
Okay.
It was very random.
Yeah, you just gave it to someone.
Yeah, it's like a Drake type music video with no meaning behind it. But I'm not.
That's awesome, dude. That's good though. What do you? Yeah.
No, all Drake videos aren't like that. Like
no, yaar.
But कई music videos होती हैं जिसमें कोई meaning नहीं होती. You're just like showing.
But it's just good.
It's just visually appealing.
Appealing, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
तो उसमें ये था, but like अभी जो आ रही है music video, it's very thought through, like, and she had her own, like Mariam Raza, who's directing it, she had her own take on my song.
Okay.
And it was quite like it matched quite a bit.
Okay.
Like so I was like, go for it.
करो, हाँ.
करो and like अपने तरीके से करो, जो करना है करो.
Are you like you're a fan of being in your music videos though because it's your song.
No, but I wouldn't mind like मुझे काफ़ी लोगों ने बोला like for example there are different songs that हैं जो ऐसे जो मैं नहीं होना चाहता and I just want to show like a story.
Okay.
Like कोई भी story मतलब and लेकिन होता ये अभी for example ऐसे stage पे हूँ मैं like people need to recognize my face.
They do.
People,
That's what I was gonna say.
People need to know my face right now.
You need to galvanize yourself right now. You have
people need to see my face. They need to get familiar with it. And once हो जाता है, then I feel like you can be at a stage where you be like, अच्छा मैं नहीं हो रहा इस music video में.
अब कोई मसला नहीं है.
कराओ जिससे कराने का. तुम पूरा music video बनाओ मुझे देखनी भी नहीं. आखिरी दिन जब upload होगी मैं तब देख लूँगा.
अब नाम काफी है या image काफी है whatever.
वो certain time के बाद आता है.
Yeah.
But I still love one because like I love the process of making a music video.
Dude, I think it's a beautiful process, dude. Yeah. Like I the only time I've experienced it so far, अल्लाह करे आगे और भी मुझे opportunities मिले इंशाल्लाह, is when Irfan bhai was making Hamza Ibrahim's music video for Badale Jate Dekh. Right, just the storyboarding, just the short lists, just the shoots, dude. Like it's and they put in quite a bit of work.
Thought, there's a lot of thought.
It's a lot of thought, dude.
Like you imagining that shit.
It's all the thoughts.
And then you're making that happen.
Yeah, and you're making that happen. That's something. That really is something. Shan jo hai, he started before he started the podcast. He wanted to ask you this question. Why are you a working man in every music video of yours?
Man, तो मन में तुम्हें ही हुआ, फिर ऐसे कैसे में भी हुआ. I don't know, because I feel like because that's what I am, right? Like I'm not.
You're blue collar.
Yeah, like I mean, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, dude, you're
but
working,
like,
right?
Basically, ये scene है कि मतलब every music video I think I'm showing कि मतलब अच्छा मैं ये होना चाहता हूँ. I want to be that star.
Yeah.
But I'm not it yet.
No.
I'm not that person. I'm very like down to earth, man. I'm like chilled out and like I'm not a star yet. You know, like I want to be.
Sure.
Obviously, everyone wants to be. I mean, like, I'm not. It's not like I'm chasing it like that though. At the moment, it's like more. This brings like mental peace to me, making music.
Sure.
And ठीक है ना?
Sure.
But I feel like it's just showing that अच्छा ये बंदा star बनना चाहता है लेकिन है नहीं अभी.
Bro, but there's...
Because अभी जो new music video आ रहा है उसमें भी इसी.
ऐसे ही bro, ऐसे ही मैं बता रहा हूँ ना. But the thing is this.
I think मैंने ये theme रखनी है.
बस रखनी है bro. The thing is this, right? The thing is vocalizing your dreams is powerful. क्यों? क्योंकि अल्लाह ताला आयतुल कुर्सी में बोलते हैं He is the Lord of the infinite throne. हर तारीफ उनके लिए है. इसमें कोई शक ही नहीं है ना. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. But we can take something from it. Infinite.
You should definitely get Zakir Naik on your show.
Sure. Infinite throne, right? Infinite throne. I'm going to get Zakir Naik और वो आपके बारे में क्या बोलेगा?
ये वो अलग बात.
हाँ. अल्लाह रहम करेगा किसी के ऊपर इंशाल्लाह. But infinite throne literally means like, so we're finite beings, right? So infinity is at least right above whatever finite thought, finite intellect can perceive. Right above, right? So infinity is at least everything.
Yeah.
That's just the concept of infinity.
Yeah.
Right?
Manifesting.
Yeah. So when you say these things, आप एक तरीके से दुआ कर रहे हो अल्लाह ताला से. अल्लाह ताला के पास बेशुमार है. हर चीज़ है. Right? So कभी भी अपने ख्वाबों को, मुझे ये लगता है, कभी भी अपने ख्वाबों को pragmatism या practicality या realism का मयार नहीं बनाना चाहिए. मुझे नहीं लगता, right? I don't think your dream should be beholden to anything, right? So I think there is absolute power in saying I want to be a celebrity, saying I want to be famous. 100%. You, me, Shayan, we might not understand what it implies, right? Because I've often, the famous people I know, when I've spoken to them, they're like, your fame's a curse, right? And I'm just like, yeah, I still can't take your word for it. Like, you know, there's some things you just need to go check it out yourself.
Yeah.
Go check them out yourselves. But having said that, I think there's absolute power in vocalizing these things. So if you want to be famous, you want to be famous.
No, I also believe like in manifesting.
Yeah, sure.
Like, if you want something, you believe that.
Bro, मन में तू बनाया उसके बाद देखो तो सही.
Believe क्या?
Believe क्या, dude? Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, would she like to come onto the podcast?
I can ask her. Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
What does she do? Okay,
she's an actress.
Cool.
She's a model / actress.
Cool,
yes.
very cool, very cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'll talk to her.
ढाबे पे क्या कर रही थी मुझे अभी तक ये समझ नहीं आ रहा. मैं अभी तक कार्य वही फंसा हूँ. खैर.
क्यों नहीं, मतलब ढाबे पे बंदा जाके चिल करता है. चाय मास्टर CM.
ओ ये ढाबे थोड़ी है यार.
क्या ढाबा?
अजीब बर्गर आदमी हो. ये ढाबे होते हैं. हालत देखो इसकी. चाय मास्टर में बैठे हुए.
चलो CM पे मिला था.
CM क्या होता है? चाय मास्टर ही होता है.
चाय ढाबा ना.
हाँ. नो ब्रो.
मतलब
वो कैफे क्लिफ्टन होता है.
DHA का.
ब्रो कैफे क्लिफ्टन भी DHA में होता था when I was in
तो
DK
वहाँ भी
ना
जाता हूँ यार मैं क्या मतलब यार
bro अब
हलवा पूड़ी खाई है वहाँ की मैंने सुबह सुबह
छोड़ दे यार छोड़ it's just not the same thing bro all I'm saying is it's not the same thing
yeah I get what you mean
I am not a snob I don't like मैं तो घर से नहीं निकलना चाहता हूँ सीधी बात है लेकिन I'm just saying ढाबा नहीं है मेरे दिमाग में कुछ और था I'm kidding bro
अच्छा इससे अब मुझे तुम्हारा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू भी समझ आ रहा है
हाँ मैं नुक्ता
sorry I
नजर
named it चाय ढाबा
it's okay bro
Chai master
don't
बोलता
apologize
सीधा।
to me just be better I'm sorry I'm literally joking bro मैं he just leaves he just leaves Taha bro it's been absolute fun oh teri khair
yeah मैं बोला before he says bye
इसको लेटा दो I'm not saying bye right now but I am saying that it's been a lot of fun having you here and I think whatever you're doing I do feel और अल्लाह करे आपको हर कामयाबी मिले I do feel like you're on the precipice of something great inshallah you and people like Manu and Hassan Rahim and all of you guys because देखो वही वाली बात है ना ये सोचने वाली बात है कि people are going to think कि overnight हो गया या you know 2 गाने इसके hit हो गए they don't see the struggle or the labor right you're 25 आप 20 साल की उम्र से तो ये कर रहे हो सिर्फ या उससे भी पहले से right first time I saw you with a skinny dude with a ukulele like I remember that shit right we went to the beach and everything right so I do feel that you everyone else you are on the precipice of something लेकिन अब बस you know रुकने का नहीं है
नहीं रुक सकता I have to invest into it man 5 years man I can't be like oh I'm done
ये scene नहीं है so with that like I think is there any final thoughts about anything that you would like to share like
I think we've spoken like about quite a lot of things
quite a lot of things you started working out recently
yeah I did
yeah good bodybuilding workout अब Hamlet बन गया ये करके फिर to be or not to be ये क्या कर दिया
yeah वैसे ही just like gotta stay fit man
yeah so gotta stay fit
oh we could talk about this but like bye बोलने वाला अभी नहीं बोल रहा
नहीं bye बोलो
अच्छा नहीं basically yeah it's sad that you know how like physical appearance is a really big thing in this media
it's
industry
a huge thing dude
yeah
it's a huge
like,
thing
I gotta you know maintain क्या बनाऊं पहले फिर maintain
नहीं अच्छा है अभी भी अच्छा है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह but so इससे you think even though like again like I said what got you to the dance you already have that but फिर भी लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं you need that and this you want a complete
100%
package
100% man 100% obviously like that's what's going to get you like काफी it should speed up the process
yeah you think so
yeah 100% sadly very
sad dude because वही वाली बात है ना we are so beholden to formulaic conceptions of music or videos or photographs and then the algorithms or इसी में बंदा फंसा रहा है where's the artistic expression you know sometimes people just fuck and they want to create you know they just want to whatever what are you going to do तो have you experienced anything of this sort कि अभी थोड़े पतले हो अभी थोड़े मोटे हो ऐसी कोई चीज़
नहीं अभी ऐसे नहीं but खुद बंदा जब देखता है तो मैं जब देखता हूँ मैं बोलता यार नहीं यार
अच्छा
नहीं मन में तुम्हें एक शॉट है तुम देखना मैं पेट
नहीं bro you can't have that dude
exactly man
you can't have that
exactly एक शॉट है बस उसमें से पेट दिख रहा है ना बस
तभी मैं वैसे काम करता नहीं मेरा पेट बस निकलता ही रहता है what's it called नहीं यार dude so then right now you're doing old school gym workouts
yeah
bench press टायर वायर उठाया करो नहीं
यार ट्राई करना है डर लगता है
किस चीज से डर लगता है
सबसे कमर निकल जाएगी
नहीं ब्रो अल्लाह रहम करेगा क्या हो गया क्यों कमर निकल जाएगी ऐसे ही पूछे बगैर नहीं अल्लाह माफ कर नहीं चलो you come by sometime we'll flip some tires
100%.
any final thoughts or messages to anyone who's listened to us this far and who's maybe in the same situation you were in 7 years ago or 5 years ago or 3 years ago when you got that job or whatever anything
यही है कि मतलब you know बंदा should follow his dreams
yeah
because that's what will make you happy
sure
and that's what you will work hardest for there's a chance कि मतलब तुम बैंक में काम कर रहे हो लेकिन you want to work as hard and probably not get further up but if you're doing something that's your dream and you're passionate about you're going to work like not even twice but 10 times harder than you would work in anywhere else you know like
sure
and other than that you know people should keep supporting
yeah of course
because like that's what keeps us going
sure
like उसके बगैर जब जो messages आते हैं like हर रोज कोई नया मैसेज आ रहा होता है कि that's also a really good feeling dude. Oh I just came across your song and I'm in love with it तो like और मैं सबको reply करता हूँ you know like I think it's necessary like,
sure right nowadays yeah
तो like support ज़रूरी है, बस support करते रहें and like गाने आते रहेंगे.
Inshallah. What's the heaviest message you've received? 2-3 बता दो. Like कुछ लोग बोलते हैं आके yo Taha great song right?
एक मुझे याद है. एक मुझे याद है. This बंदी she's like oh my god like मैं आपको कैसे बताऊँ मन में तू मुझे प्यार है and like मैं एक दफ़ा बस बैठी हुई थी और मैंने लगाया हुआ था and I met this boy and क्या उसका नाम हमें प्यार हो गया आपकी गाने की वजह से हमें प्यार हो गया एक दूसरे से और अब हम क्या उसका नाम हमारी शादी हो गई है and like ये आपके गाने की वजह से हुआ है जो हुआ है. And I was like, damn, bro, congrats. I guess you had a good makeout session with the Manme too. That's why you're in love, man.
Makeout session, dude.
Oh, no offense, but like, it meant, you know, I was like, damn, dude. Like,
it's a beautiful thing, dude.
People are being affected by my songs, right? And like, फिर एक और बंदा कोई था, he was like, bro, your EP, Sita Meri ek EP hai, which like really talks about the depression side of things and, you know, like dark side of things in my life. And he's like, bro, like, this made me realize that I'm not alone and you've helped me. You've saved my life. And I was just like, shit, dude.
पूरी podcast हमने इस बारे में बात ही नहीं की. You've had mental health issues, dude?
Yeah, I mean, everyone does. I'm not saying just me.
No.
I mean, everyone does. Yeah. Everyone does. Some people are just not aware about it.
Sure.
Underlying mental issues, I think everyone faces.
Sure.
At some point in their life. If not always, but some point in their life. They always will. Because there will be times where everything's crashing and it takes a big toll. Like there are people who are good at hiding it.
Sure.
But कमरे में जाके उनके साथ कुछ और ही हो रहा होता होगा. I've always been very vocal about this kind of stuff though. Like if something's on my mind, I'll say it.
Yeah.
ये तुम penny का अगर तुम notice करना, I don't know if you saw all of that.
अभी तक नहीं देखा, अभी सिर्फ pen ली थी.
Yeah, but like it's basically like me holding a gun to my head. This album was called Gun to My Head. So,
but I know what it was called, but I didn't know it was you who was holding the gun, dude.
So like
that's heavy shit, dude.
So like, you know, like I've always been very vocal about it, and like I'm sure maybe there was some point in your life where you felt anxious and like depressed about something or the other, right? And, so I feel like it's part of everyone's life.
Sure.
Some people are just better at handling it, hiding it, and some people need help. Simple as that. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, absolutely not, dude. That's the furthest thing from what it is. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And I think everyone at some point will stare into the existential abyss, right? Because anchoring aapki loose ho jati hai na? You know, because you need to be anchored in whatever it is, whether it's your great love for a person, your dreams, your goals, your pursuits. Hamara religion is a big anchor for some people. So you've noticed this because I put a lot of your music into it sometimes, but I call my workouts self-hate hours, right?
Yeah.
I actually like, and that's on purpose because it's definitely not self-love, dude. Like I hate those workouts, right? And I hate going through them, but I hate myself, or at least that part of myself that's lazy, that doesn't want to put the work in, that doesn't want to believe that I'm worth something more. So people are like, change the name. I'm like, people very close to people that I love dearly are like, change the name. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I have to hate that part of me. Just like you have to hate that part of you that says, that still holds those toxic masculine imperatives कि भाई नहीं दिखाना है, नहीं बात करना है, मर्द नहीं रोते, मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता. We joke about it, right?
Yeah, we do.
Because it's a fucking joke. When you need help, you need help. क्या करोगे आप? Right? And yeah, that's it. So come by for a self-hate hour sometime.
I would.
Flip some tires. Yeah.
I have my own self-hate hours as well. So
that's where you make the music?
No.
Oh shit, son.
That's my self-love hour.
Oh, acha.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why not, man? That's me loving myself.
That's cool, dude. I think well, फिर तो आप जैसे आपने पहले भी अर्ज किया, फिर काम नहीं होता है.
Yeah.
If you're loving yourself, फिर काम
थोड़ी है.
You
work extra harder.
Sure.
Extra harder.
Taha, this has been fucking phenomenal, dude.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming by and thank you also for making time इस वक्त, क्योंकि मेरे ख्याल में इस किस्म का chilling session जो था दोपहर में या सुबह में नहीं होता है, इसी वक्त होता है.
Never know, man. वैसे कुछ और होता था, वैसे क्या पता कुछ और ही बातें कर रहे होते हम दोपहर में. पाकिस्तान में इस वक्त ये हो रहा है.
आज योम दिफा और देखो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं. वैसे seriously bro, लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? They're climbing up ये the Qaed's mausoleum and everything.
अगली बार बात करें कसम से monster निकलने वाली है.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right. Tahaji has to pee. I've been Kazi. Shahan Pasha's in here as well. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. All right.